Good afternoon. The good book we're going to take you to explore today is Shelley's Web.
What the book is about is friendship on Earth, affection and protection, adventure and miracle, life and death, trust and treachery, pleasure and pain, and the passing of time.
As a piece of work, it is just about perfect, and just about magical in the way it is now. Eudora Rodley, an American short story writer and novelist, phrases Shelley's Web this book in this way.
The early summer of the farm is the happiest time of the year. Sincere, unconditional friendship and marvelous, heartwarming, delicate words are the reasons why I am fond of this great masterpiece.
When you read it, you feel as if you were living in the world of the book. You can see rubber rolling in the mud and the soil splashes out.
You can also smell the sweet fragrance of lilac bloom and the aroma from apple blossom. Here, Charlotte whispers gently and even delicately feel their emotions, including happiness and sadness, through the words.
Your senses and your emotions will be taken along with them. This book is about a story of a spring pig dreaming of spending Christmas who was helped by a spider called Charlotte to realize his dream.
The rationale mainly about whether each animal has a right to survive in this world. Are some animals born with fate of being food on the dining table or a tool for making money?
In this book, I saw the smallness and fragility of life. One thing, for instance, truly impressed me very much.
On the night of Wilbur's birth, when Wilbur's life was to end, Fern said, "The pig couldn't help but being small, could it?" Despite the sentence being short, there's a significant meaning hidden behind it. The answer to this sentence is simple. It couldn't. All the animals, including humans, have no way to decide how they like to be born. Under such circumstances, is it reasonable to deprive an animal of its right to live only because of his natural defects?
This book also allows me to see how great a single life can be. A tiny standard grade spider and a fluffy past rat can save the life of a pig and even bring human miracles. One of my favorite characters in this book is Templeton, a dirty and lonely little mouse. In this book, these characters can be a little annoying but indispensable.
It seems that he only cares about himself, but at the same time, he can also be particularly heartwarming. He often says something very real to scare Wilbur and hurt him, but I just liked his sarcasm and genuineness, as if he could see through every life in the world. In the chapter of loneliness in this book, he described himself like this: "I'm a glutton but not a merrymaker." He is an animal that sees clearly his character. The animals are only need to care about survival. Perhaps this is just the nature of animals. But this is just also the reason why this book is extraordinary in showing a completely different aspect of Wilbur's life.
Even animals understand that they cannot control how they're born or what their lives are like. People, in contrast, foolishly think that they can change or even control animals' nature by training and killing them.
A shameful, inhumane act from a species that is supposed to be called as highest intellectual beings. Has humanity reached peak intelligence?
Intelligence reflects a broader and deeper. Maybe this is why, when Shelley boasted, men think that they're smart and they will try anything.
People are not as smart as bugs. People are gullible. Humans always think they understand animals very well, but do they really understand them, or do they just see the benefits they want to see? This book can always hold your heart tightly like an anchor. When you see Charlotte at the expense of her life trying to save Wilbur, your heart will feel as if it's filled by a flood tide.
And you will also see everyone trying their best just to help Robert fulfill his only wish. As he said, "I want to stay alive, right here in my comfortable manure pile with all my friends." I can't describe how my heart was wrenched when I read this sentence.
The words of describing Charlotte's works in this book, such as
drops of dew catching the sun, made the web stand out clearly, and decorated with thousands of water like a magic carpet. Stable forest.
When you read this text, you can clearly see a miracle in front of your eyes, and that's how magical this book is. My favorite sentence in this book is the last sentence of this book.
It is not often that someone comes along who is a true friend and a good writer. Charlotte was both.
And that's how I feel about the author of this book, E.B. White.